harassing the police every single day.
An innocent realtor and his client were held at gunpoint by multiple officers for illegally showing a home. This is what buying a home while black looks like in a police state. Black. Video shows what being a realtor while black looks like in a police state. Matt Agarist, July 24, 2019. Cincinnati OH, in the land of the free, carrying out perfectly legal behavior like being a realtor, showing a client a home can and will get you assaulted with a deadly weapon and placed in chains. When you are a person of color, statistics show the chances of this happening to you increase astronomically. As the video below illustrates, those who claim if you don't do anything illegal, you have nothing to worry about, are dead wrong. On November 17, Jerry Isham, a Cincinnati realtor, and his client, Anthony Edwards, learned the hard way what doing legal things can lead to in the see something say something police state. Their subsequent treatment was so disturbing that the city of Cincinnati actually issued a formal apology for their officers' actions that day. According to a lawsuit filed this month, a retired cop, Thomas Brannigan, called 911 and reported two black males forced the front door open. But these two black males did nothing of the sort. Instead, Isham had used his licensed realtor key to obtain entry into the residence and he was legally allowed to be inside, having been granted permission from the owner. Nevertheless, Brannigan told the dispatcher the house is for sale, but it's not an open house today. They pulled on the front door and forced it open. Choosing to believe the thin blue line instead of logic, the responding officers showed up with guns blazing. The two innocent men inside were assaulted with deadly weapons as officers demanded they exit the home. Next thing you know, police cars everywhere, said Edwards. Hands up, the officer yells. My hands up. What are y'all doing, responds Edwards. Tell your friend to come out too. Hands up, the officer says as deadly weapons are aimed at the two innocent black men. Come on man, we got a FG appointment to see this house, Edwards responds. Well, people saw you forcing your way in, that's why we're here, the officer explains. Edwards responded, man, that's just white people calling the G and police doing that BT. And he was right. Immediately after realizing the man had real estate cards in his pocket and there were no signs of forced entry, the pair should have been let go. Instead they were detained longer as backup arrived. Edwards told the officers that this had to do with the color of their skin. One of the officers, who happened to be white, responded in anger, claiming that was absurd. Quit playing the race card, okay? That stuff doesn't fly anymore, the cop says, clearly ignoring that this was likely the sole motivator for this entire situation. If a white man would have been letting another white man into the same home, it is highly unlikely that the police would have been called at all. According to the complainant, they forced entry, but doesn't look like it to me, one officer was recorded saying on body camera footage. Yet still, the pair was detained, handcuffed, and searched. The call itself seemed racially motivated. The way they acted, the way they proceeded to handle us, was racially motivated, said Edwards. Naturally, the police union is claiming the officers acted appropriately when they drew their guns and pointed them at the innocent realtor and his client instead of simply questioning them and asking if they had a right to be there. They were called for breaking and entering, which is a felony in progress. They have every right to go about this with some caution, Fraternal Order of Police President Dan Hill said. Apparently, caution is training your gun on innocent people. Let's remember that this whole thing got resolved in less than 5 minutes and with an apology, added Hills. They don't know me from anybody else, so why would they judge me? 'Cause the color of my skin, said Edwards. The city doesn't feel the same as the police union, and after the incident they issued the following apology. The city regrets this extremely unfortunate and unnecessary situation. Mr. Isham and Mr. Edwards did nothing wrong. We have reached a settlement in the amount of $151,000 that includes voluntary training with police and the Board of Realtors. Further, we are in the process of implementing implicit bias training for all city employees. We sincerely apologize. Luckily, the situation resolved without any bloodshed. As TFTP reported earlier this year, Carl Robinson, 61, found himself in a similar predicament and found out the hard way what moving a TV into your new house looks like while being black in a police state. Now, after police have refused to take action, the ACLU is stepping in to demand accountability. According to the report, the American Civil Liberties of Kansas has asked for a state investigation after a black man was detained by local police while moving into his own home. The ACLU said in March that Carl Robinson was held at gunpoint and handcuffed as he moved into a home he had purchased in Tonganoxie, about 30 miles west of Kansas City. Each of these incidents would be concerning had they been alleged independently, the ACLU said in a statement. Together, they suggest a pervasive culture of racial bias. Spread the love.
Hands up!
Hands up, what y'all doing?
Tell your friend to come out too. Hands up.
Come on out, man. We got a fucking appointment to see this house.
Well, people saw you forcing your way in, that's why we're here.
Oh, man, I don't know. They just white people calling the goddamn police doing that bullshit.
Okay.
And I ain't even gonna buy the
Told
house.
me on a good day, but he sees somebody going into a house.
I ain't gonna buy the house. I ain't even gonna buy it.
How'd you just get in?
He a realtor.
Turn around. Till we can confirm. Turn around.
That's the law. Right there. Don't even worry.
Until we can confirm. Did you use a key? Where's the key at? Alright. Where at?
Don't even worry. Don't even worry. It's not true.
Okay. Have a seat.
We was white they when they did this.
So what are you talking about, man? That's some ignorant shit you're talking about.
You got some type of realtor ID on you?
I don't give a
Where's
damn
that?
if you're white or black. We're doing our job
I
here.
didn't say you wasn't.
It's in your pocket or your car?
But that's bullshit, though.
Okay, you want...
Two black guys.
Yeah, turn around.
Two black guys. That, I won't go to jail.
Where's the...
Why were you going to jail?
Where's it at?
Break in, then you're not going to jail.
Put me
Huh?
in handcuffs if I was white.
That's called being a
What?
I couldn't hear you.
Where's your realtor ID?
You're white or black or anything, man. You got anything sharp on you?
No, you can take them and open the jacket up. I got ID in my pocket. Y'all even ask for the ID.
Where's your... Do you have, like, ID on you?
White.
Which pocket, sir? You've got lots of pockets. Turn around.
Stretch your legs.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. There's been two white guys. Y'all went through all
Yeah,
that.
we would. As you ride along, you know what we do, huh? You know how we do our job, don't you?
I mean,
It's an incredible day. Step down here.
it's every day. This is the everyday shit. Every day. Now you search this place. We got drugs and dope.
Knox, I didn't search... I didn't,
You got an ID on you somewhere?
pat between his crotch and stuff for weapons, but he's got an ID and he's got realty cards on. Who'd you arrange this with?
Are you the only two in there?
And you got into the key box?
Yeah. Play the race car. Okay, that stuff doesn't fly.
We got called and told that you guys forced it.
That's up to you. We had nothing to do with what you buy and what you don't buy.
I go right around the corner.
So you're surprised there are a lot of houses that you're broken into. When someone sees what they believe is that, we have to look into it. That's what we have to do. We have to look into it. We don't know who you are.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about what is the cause of this complaint? So us get
That's not what was reported to us.
I understand what was reported.
Do you have the key to the lockbox on you? Is it in the house?
Why we approach things a certain way. Your race has nothing to do with it.
Okay, which pocket is it?
I don't know.
What about the little? Shouldn't it be like in a little?
pocket somewhere.
Okay, well, I can't find it.
Back up, yeah.
Turn around, sir.
Are you taking the other car? Again, everything recorded these days, my friend.
Bro, what are you worried about? You ain't about the house. You alright? Yeah, I'm just another question with you. We'll be out of here. I'll call you. Okay. You don't want to go up there and that's one up the street. I don't even want to live. Okay, no problem.
Sorry about that, sir. We can only go by what's reported to
I
us.
thought
Okay.
I had it in my
Yeah, I couldn't find it, so.
Put it back on you?
No, not yet.
Just left it inside.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.